the entire world is buzzing talking about the upcoming battle between both Goku and Jiren in the upcoming Dragon Ball Super 1 hour special, and today we're going to be diving into my Goku vs Jiren first look video to see what exactly the community had to say in regards to Goku vs Jiren, and sharing theories, ideas, and speculating as to what you guys had to say in conjunction to what's going to be happening in this overall special. And again, I highly encourage you guys, if you guys are new to this channel, to punch that subscribe button and turn on notifications, as you guys are going to be the first to be notified of all the latest in Dragon Ball news, information, and updates in conjunction to Dragon Ball news, spoilers, and information. Hashtag notification squad, as we're going to go ahead and dive straight into the comments to see what you guys had to say about the upcoming battle, with the first one having to be, here's my theory, says Naruto. We all know that Goku is not going to defeat Jiren because Hit is going to fight Jiren. I feel like Hit is going to be defeated by Jiren and pushed out of the ring, which causes Goku to obtain even more power, or he just used Hit as a diversion to figure out how to fight Jiren. Well, the thing about this theory is the fact that we don't know for certain if Hit is going to be wrung out by Jiren. If anything, I think it's more acceptable to have Hit be wrung out by Jiren as opposed to somebody else, because it'll be a top tier caliber fighter to wring out another top tier caliber fighter. And I personally feel, as according to Toshio on Twitter, that the battle between Hit and Jiren is going to indefinitely be very, very intense, but the question lingers as to what the outcome is going to be, as a lot of people assume that perhaps maybe Vegeta is going to step in and possibly even stray away Hit in battling him one-on-one while Goku has his definitive rematch. Now again, we don't know for an absolute certainty if Goku's new transformation is going to be put to use in this 1 hour special. However, I do agree in the idea that Goku is going to be defeated by Jiren early on, which possibly causes Goku to figure out some sort of a way to defeat Jiren later on, as I do think that the limit breaker power that we're going to see in the special is going to be held off until possibly later on in the tournament, because we understand that the Saiyans are going to be battling, Vegeta's going to be battling, Hit's going to be fighting Jiren, so I think that this whole limit breaker Goku concept is going to be saved for a later battle, as opposed to right now, we're just going to get base form Kaioken Goku having to square up against Jiren until we have a definitive rematch between the two, in which possibly settles the score between both Goku and Jiren. So if a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku couldn't defeat Jiren, what the fuck does Hit think about he's going to do? Well, the thing about Hit is people tend to forget that although he is significantly more inferior to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku, because we saw what happened with times 10, let alone times 20. So with Hit having to square up against Jiren, I don't think more or less it's about power, it's more or less about what Hit can do from a technical standpoint to catch Jiren off balance, because it's highly possible that Hit could easily outmaneuver Jiren in using time skip, in using the dimensional crossovers, in using those kind of pressure points that Hit, executes very well, in catching Jiren, to the point where he can ring him out. I think that that's going to play more of effective towards Hit than Goku, because Goku's more based on power than how Hit is more based on techniques and abilities. So personally for me, I agree. If Goku Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 can't do anything, what the hell can Hit even do? The thing about Hit is what makes him so remarkable as a fighter is that he is able to adapt so much, and you know this. So if Jiren does buy some time for Hit to improve, I think that Hit's going to become way more deadlier as a fighter as opposed to anyone else in this tournament, because if you give someone like Hit time to improve, I think it's lights out from there. How could it be the Spirit Bomb? Goku ain't evil. Don't forget the fundamental rules, guys. It can't affect Goku. Well, the thing is, even though the Genki Dama only targets, specific people that have evil intent or evil hearts, look at what happened with Kid Buu and Goku. When Kid Buu grabbed the bomb, he threw it right back at Goku. It's not more or less about affecting somebody. It's more or less the after effects of the bomb itself. Now, granted, yes, what if Goku catches the bomb and he attempts to push it back, but instead Jiren uses some sort of a technique or ability to blow the Spirit Bomb up in Goku's face? That's highly possible. It's more or less not about Goku being consumed by the bomb, it's about the bomb erupting in Goku's face and thus harming him even more, because we understand that he's going to be battle damaged and stuff. But you have to ask yourself as to how Goku was battle damaged to begin with. Was it because of Jiren, or was it because of the Spirit Bomb? So I agree, Goku's not evil, but the fundamentals are there for the bomb to only affect evildoers, but it's more or less the energy sphere itself erupting in Goku's face that causes him to be harmed, more or less, instead of the bomb actually consuming his body as a whole. Goku still has his shirt on in the transformation. Then he's gonna lose it during the fight, kind of pulling towards the Frieza versus Goku. The concept of the whole Frieza versus Goku fight could be implemented here. I just feel like the reason why his shirt's gonna be gone is possibly because of the spirit bomb blowing up in his face. All that energy, all that mass, that explosion, just ripping Goku to pieces. I think that may be the case. However, we're gonna have to wait and see, because the promotional teaser shows us Goku at the very end, but even though he has his shirt on, we're not so sure as to how he's gonna be caused to lose his shirt or whatnot. But either way, I think that we're gonna see a definitive rematch between Limit Breaker Goku and Jiren, just not so soon. Let's go ahead and scroll more down here. So last night I was in bed and some weird theory came up in my mind. What if Goku uses the Genki Dama used with the gods' energy without them even knowing that it would be possible? In Jiren pushing it back, Goku struggles to hold the bomb, and instead of blocking it or deflecting it, absorbing it into his own body, but due to the god key that's inside the Genki Dama, he is wounded but transcends into his limit-breaking form. Reason why I came up with this is simple. Goku loses his pupils when blocking it, or rather by absorbing it. Bad thing that will happen is the Genki Dama doesn't work on Jiren. Knowing how Dragon Ball Super goes, and it won't be that bad in my eyes, and creating the spirit bomb by the gods using their energy causes, because Goku is stupid, but yeah, smart. Well, okay, so you're saying that the Genki Dama would primarily be made up of the gods of destruction and their energy, and I personally feel like that's not gonna happen, because if Zeno prevented Frost from attacking Frieza and erasing him, what makes you believe that Zeno is going to allow the gods to give their energy to Goku? More or less, the ones that are still competing, they have their own universes to worry about. Why would they even hand Goku any energy to begin with, a fighter who's on the opposite team as they are? You know what I'm saying? So, for example, why would someone like Katella and Helise and, you know, Moscow give their energy to Goku when their universes are still a part of this tournament? So I don't see the gods of destruction having any sort of involvement. I do think that to a degree, you are right. I think that Goku may possibly absorb the energy effects of the bomb in, you know, creating some sort of a trigger that causes Goku to push his limits even beyond what he previously thought was, you know, possible. I just feel like the way this is going to be handled, I think that more or less it's going to crush Goku, but we understand based on the scans that Jiren in fact does push it back or deflects it in some way, shape, or form. However, we don't know the after effects of how much damage it's going to do to Goku, but I do believe that yes, Goku may possibly absorb the bomb, which again would give him a tremendous boost in energy, because imagine having to absorb the energy of the Genki Dama, you know, under your disposal. You would become relatively way OP than how you ever were before. But I just feel like with the energy of the gods, it's not going to happen. But yes, I do agree that Jiren is going to push it back. Goku's going to struggle to hold the bomb off. But from there, I think that the bomb may erupt in Goku's face, or as you just noted, it's possible for him to absorb that. But in terms of the Genki Dama being made up of the god's energy, I don't see that happening at all. Let's scroll more down here. Let's go ahead and see what you guys had to say. Let's see. I can see this happening. Jiren deflects the bomb at Goku, right? So Goku is absolutely pushing himself. He's pushing and pushing and pushing. Then something clicks and he starts to transform. Now he's transforming. The bomb explodes, and there's only rubble after the explosion. Maybe people get knocked off in the process. Jiren can't sense Goku's energy, so he leaves the scene assuming that he's been knocked out. And that's how Hit versus Jiren's matchup is set up. But after Jiren leaves, Goku is laying down, transformed. Somebody comes and says something to him, and he turns around and looks at him, which is the shot we got to see. So Goku and Jiren will battle later again. The thing is, it's highly possible for a situation like this to arise. For example, if Jiren does overcome Goku using the Genki Dama, perhaps maybe there is some sort of a situation that arises to where Goku's energy cannot be felt. So as you just said, perhaps maybe Jiren can't sense Goku's energy anymore, and he assumes that he's been ringed out, and thus having him leave the scene, in which definitely sets up for Hit versus Jiren. I just think that what's unique about this scenario is the fact that we don't know definitively as to what the direction is. If Goku's going to absorb the bomb, if Goku's going to tank the bomb, if Goku's going to feel the effects of the bomb and thus causing him to be pretty much laying in a giant crater of his own energy. We don't know what's going to be the outcome. However, there is going to be a definitive rematch between Goku and Jiren. We just don't know at what given point. I really doubt that it's going to be during the 110 special, as I do think that, as you just said, it's going to set up for Hit versus Jiren. But hearing what you guys had to say about the matter of Goku absorbing the energy and stuff, I do think that it's possible. However, just as you said, how would he even be triggered to transform in the first place? What triggers Goku in transforming while the bomb is being held off by him? We get to see like this black lightning around him as he's trying to push the bomb back, or at least hold the bomb off. And even if that's the case, even if Goku's transforming, you have to ask yourself as to how and why now out of all places. You know what I'm saying? And just going forward from there, we can see up here, even Don Vargas said Goku is gonna absorb the Spirit Bomb like he did with the Super Android. Again, Super Android 13 was non-canon, but the concept of absorbing that energy in him would be tremendous. I mean, even though we've never seen him absorb energy like that before and then transform after, I think it'll be cool to see. But I want to ask you guys if you guys think that this is going to be Goku's final transformation or permanent transformation. Some of you guys actually believe that it's going to be a temporary transformation, so let's go ahead and see here. Got the Frieza versus Goku on Namek Fields. Then it's gonna end with Goku versus Vegeta, like the fight gonna be all well, okay, so you're saying that it's gonna result in Goku versus Vegeta by the end because you're getting the Frieza versus Goku feel. I don't think, in my opinion, guys, don't hate me for this, I don't think that Jiren versus Goku is going to be as effective as Frieza versus Goku on Namek, because Frieza versus Goku on Namek was so intense, it was so long, a 4-hour fight of nothing but brutality and just body mashing and just people having to just be thrown through rocks and through water and all sorts of stuff. That fight was very intense. I'm not saying that Jiren versus Goku won't be as intense, I just don't think it's going to live up to the Goku versus Frieza caliber in being brutal. Now, that all depends on the direction that they have for Jiren, if he actually ends up being the mortal stronger than the gods, if Goku's new transformation is going to be stronger than the Hakaishin, we just don't know. But in terms of that process, I do agree that it might end up being Goku versus Vegeta at some point, but I don't think it's going to be during the end of this tournament, because honestly speaking, if anything, I don't see Goku and or Vegeta lasting through this. If anything, Vegeta might get wrung out and Goku stays, or Goku might be wrung out and Vegeta stays. We just don't know. So let's go ahead and scroll more down here to see what you guys had to say. Watch Limit Breaker Goku be basically the same thing as Trunks when he fought Zamasu, mark my words. You mean like Super Saiyan Rage? That would really suck, I swear to God it would. What if Goku activates this form, but is so battle-worn from the fight that his body can't handle it, and he passes out, so others have to protect his unconscious body till he wakes up and fights Jiren again in that new form? Wow, that is a very good hypothetical, because even then, it's like you have to ask yourself, imagine Frieza having to step in there and witness an unconscious Goku. He has one of two options: either throw Goku out the ring and get your revenge, or protect this man and having to execute your revenge later on. So that'll be a very interesting turn of events. I like this concept because if Goku passes out from exhaustion momentarily and then Gohan comes in, Vegeta comes in, and they're all like, yo, we have to protect one of our ace cards like right now, if not we're gonna lose, that'll be awesome because now everyone's gonna target Universe 7 just to get to Goku. Go back and watch the Gohan fight with Goku. Will Goku win all out with Gohan was in his regular form and be the one to defeat Jiren or Vegeta? I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying go back and watch the Goku fight when Goku went all out with Gohan while he was in his regular form. Gohan will be the one to defeat Jiren or Vegeta. The thing about Gohan is we don't know what his role is. I mean, he has the role as a leader and he has the role of like being responsible for his team, but in terms of power, he's not the strongest one on Team Universe 7. Granted, yes, it is possible for Gohan to win, but the thing is, like, what makes you believe in your heart of hearts that Gohan is the one? I've never understood that. I mean, yes, it's possible, but you're telling me that Gohan has the capabilities to ring out Jiren, to ring out Toppo, to ring out hit to ring out Kale, like characters of these caliber, like you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it's very unlikely because Gohan has done nothing so far to fight a top tier character and win to allow us to say to ourselves, okay, maybe this kid has a chance. Maybe if Gohan fights Toppo or he fights Hit and he beats them, then yeah, I mean, it's possible, but going forward from there until we see that big fight from him, we can't really say for sure until we see more from him. Let's go ahead and scroll more down here. Goku is going to punch Jiren in the face. Yeah, and lose. Remember when Cell regenerated and came back stronger? I think when Goku throws the bomb, maybe Jiren deflects it, but maybe when pushing it back while in Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, he is doing it with the mix of a calm transformation and a highly aggressive technique that brings out Goku's Saiyan instincts. So the Spirit Bomb requires a pure-hearted person, but Goku's intent to an extent to take out the enemy without those around him of safety. The blast cannot take out the others in the ring. Maybe that's how Vegeta gets back to the point where Jiren is unfazed by the Spirit Bomb because it can't hit those who are good-natured. So Jiren deflects the bomb and it hits Goku, who is now more cunning with an increase to his Saiyan instincts is consumed by the bomb, but instead of only damaging, but also releasing energy into him. So what you're saying here is Goku's intent of being aggressive, being the aggressor, and being the one that's purposely trying to get rid of Jiren, you're saying that perhaps maybe Goku's nature is affected to the point where he's not pure of heart anymore, but instead the more aggressive side of his Saiyan instincts kick in, and maybe more or less the bomb begins to gravitate more towards him. Because how crazy would that be if Jiren has no effect on the bomb and the bomb has no effect on Jiren, but once Jiren pushes it back, it'll be almost as if like Jiren just launched the bomb at Goku, with Goku having to have a slight window of, you know, just his heart having not to be fully pure, or he gets affected by the bomb. I still like the concept more of the bomb blowing up in his face, and then due to that, as a result, the energy that's pouring out of the bomb begins to somehow leak into Goku's body. I just feel like Goku at this given point is more or less selfish, because a lot of you guys can't deny that he is selfish. He's wanted to go out there and fight the strongest in the multiverse, and with the exemption of the other 4 universes, Lord only knows what he's gonna do after, in questioning the Omni King and the Daishinkan and saying, well, how come those 4 are exempt? Does that mean they're stronger and stuff, and thus Goku having to pursue them? We just don't know. I just think that the overall foundation has been set up for Goku not only to be selfish during this whole case, but also having to continuously pursue Jiren. This whole time when the tournament started, he's been after Jiren the whole time. He's been saying, Jiren fight me, Jiren fight me, and now that he's fighting him, I think that Goku's gonna come to the realization that this is one opponent that he could not defeat. Like, despite even launching the Spirit Bomb, it's not gonna be enough. So for me, I think that it's possible for Goku to absorb the energy of the bomb, and then having that mix in with his instincts of having to go back to his primal roots. It's gonna be amazing to witness nonetheless, but I just feel like there's more going on here than meets the eye, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. So let's go ahead and scroll more down here. I want to see Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 100. You're just asking for someone to die, man. Goku will absorb the Spirit Bomb into himself. It is possible. Goku is fast in Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, and also his new form is powerful to fight, but he's not going to use the power. Goku is the best ever. Let's go, Goku. What do you mean that? What do you mean by saying he's not going to use the power? He is going to use the power, and he's going to fail. That's what makes this fight that much more intriguing, is that Goku's going to go all out and still lose. Jiren sends the Spirit Bomb back at Goku because Goku is pure. Instead of damaging him, it helps him, which leads into his new form. That is possible. Goku versus Jiren reminds me of Vegeta versus Frieza, as he stood no chance. I remember that back on Namek. That's what it feels like, to be honest. This new form should be called Super Saiyan Black. Are you referring that because of the black hair? He's going to consume the Spirit Bomb. Who is, Goku or Jiren? I don't care if it's this week, all I care about next week. So hyped. Yes, Jiren versus Hit's gonna be amazing. If Goku loses while using the Limit Breaker form, I'm dropping the series. See, that's the thing, it's like, why are you gonna drop this series just because the main character has reached the pinnacle of his power and is still no match for some of the other top tier characters that are in the other universes and stuff, like, you know? That's like saying, well, if Goku fights Daishinkan and loses, I'm gonna drop the series. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Just give it a chance and just wait and see what happens. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku absorbed the Spirit Bomb after Jiren deflected it back at him and caused Goku to achieve his Limit Breaker form. Again, it's possible for that to happen, or maybe it's something within Goku that Goku comes to the realization that he just can't continue. He just can't do it, and he's jeopardized his family and his friends and his universe, and maybe that's what causes him to awaken this hidden power. Twist: Vegeta defeats Jiren. Every single person with the exception of my boy Thunder would be happy about that. Why do people call it Limit Break? It's because Goku's breaking his limits, bro. Delayed for 1 week. Yeah, I mean, but listen, man, 5 more days, bro. The hype is real. I am shaking with excitement. 5 more days, man, and you're gonna get to cream all over your computer screen. My conspiracy: Goku gets his energy from the 2 Zenos. They are children, and if Goku asks for energy, I'm sure they will put their hands up, and there will be a whole lot of energy to supply the bomb to be powerful enough. Just a conspiracy. The thing about this is, I know where you got that from. You got that from a meme. I've seen that same meme float around before. I've seen the exact same meme where Goku's like, "Lend me your energy," and the 2 Zenos like, "Yes," and then Jiren's face was like, "Oh no." So it is possible for that to happen. I just really hope that doesn't happen, because that'll be very cliche. The Omni Kings should not be involved in this tournament at all. All they should just do is just simply watch. My theory was right about Goku's hair turning from blue to black. Well, you're a great prognosticator then. Jiren is going to be so strong that everyone will sense his ki and going to give Goku energy for the Genki Dama. But here's the thing: why would anybody from the other universes, with the exception of his own teammates, give him energy? Why would anybody else give Goku energy? That's my question to all of you guys. Why would anybody even care to give Goku energy? I mean, maybe his team, maybe certain characters from his team, but I don't see, not even his own teammates, like Vegeta being too stubborn and Frieza being Frieza, you know, characters like that. But you have to ask yourself, does he create the bomb using his own energy, or does he gain the energy from his teammates or outside sources? We just don't know about that. But again, I just don't think it's Zeno, and I don't think it's going to be any of the other Hakaishin or contestants. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. What are your overall thoughts on Goku versus Jiren in terms of the Spirit Bomb? What are your overall thoughts as to what Goku is going to do in order to topple Jiren? And if you guys believe that he's going to ultimately absorb the bomb, comment down below as to why. Or if you guys believe that something else is going to happen, possibly some sort of a maneuver or technique happening, comment down below and let me know your thoughts, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. Guys, we're literally only a few days away from the biggest fight in all of anime happening in 2017. So I hope you guys are on the edge of your seat, because finally, after months of waiting, it's bound to happen. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to go on ahead and punch that subscribe button, guys, and turn on notifications if you guys enjoyed it and cannot wait for the upcoming special. Leave a like down below, guys. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.